Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Welcome back to another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Guys, haven't been able to get on screen, but I did wake up this morning and said to myself I needed to put something out. The other day, I woke up out of my rest and reflection, and the following piece is what came to me very strong in reflection of children and the impact that they have on life, but not just that, but the essence of their essence, really. So let me just get right into it. And so without further ado, here are my reflections from the other day. Thank you all for watching. No, you're not watching. Thank you all for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. My spirit showed me something very poignant this morning. We are born with the two most basic parameters of feelings. And this is what Spirit puts in every child. We're born with the two parameters of feelings, the feelings of happiness and the feelings of sadness. The feelings of happiness and sadness is to allow Spirit to not allow you, but are indicators of where the human being, the spiritual being in the human body is. When a child feels sad when spoken to, or when being disciplined, rather, the child's spirit will feel a certain sadness, not because you are hurting them, but because their spirit checked them in showing them that what they did was not of their light. What they did is not of their spirit. So that feeling is invoked within them by their spirit as a form of correction, as a form of letting them know, informing them of their status within how they react or respond in their spiritual nature. So when one feels sad, your spirit is invoking upon you that sense of sadness so that you can look at your report card, so you can look at your grades to see where and when, how, or why you not failed, but how and why you missed the mark. So it causes one to pause in the moment, causes one to pause in that moment, a child to pause in that moment and reflect on that space, reflect in that space and make correction and understand that that feeling that they're feeling is not a feeling that they like. It's not a feeling that's becoming. It's not a feeling that they want to aspire to. So it causes a child to take pause, sit in that space. It takes the parents to guide the child along that way and helping them to understand the origin of that feeling, and why it's there, and allowing the child to self-correct. Whereas the feeling of happiness is the Spirit's way of infusing that body with happiness and joy. And that's the Spirit's way of sharing with the child how happy Spirit is with that child. That sense of freedom, that sense of authenticity, that sense of love and light and laughter. So naturally, we are infused with these two parameters within the body, and the Spirit responds to that, rather within the Spirit, and the body responds to it accordingly. So when you have the feelings of happiness and when you have the feelings of sadness, those are primary indicators of where to move, how to move. It's your Spirit's way of telling you your state. All of the other anxieties and psychosis and the intrusive thoughts and the forms of depression. Depression comes in light of what I was sharing when those feelings are not walked through and guided through, when a child is not guided through the process and they allow the environment to influence their thoughts, that's when you get sadness on steroids, that depression, sadness attached to environmental suggestions, sadness attached to negative thoughts, those negative frequencies that are being sent your way, those negative frequencies that are in your environment, and causes one to develop in such a way where now they experience anxiety, where now they experience depression, where now they experience bipolar disorders, where now they experience manic disorders, where now they experience personality disorders. It's because the guidance was lacking from the womb. From the womb. And I would also extend that to say from prior to the child being born. Prior to inception, putting that energy out there, being proactive and not reactive. But even though, nonetheless, from the child, the time when the child is born, emotional regulation has to begin upon birth. And the child needs to be guided on how to mitigate those feelings on planet Earth, because the body is new, and for the spirit to contend in being in the body and being able to mitigate this planet is key from the first day they were born. And with that, I hope and trust that that was beneficial to you all. Let me know if you have any questions, comment down below. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in on Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Namaste. Remember that you're loved. Mwah.
And there you have it, another segment on Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Remember to click down below, subscribe, and if you want to leave a message, comment down below. Thank you for watching. Namaste. Mwah. Bye.